Alright everyone, what you're watching here is the December 2017 update for Paul's Old Crap. What I'm going to show today are just a couple of items that I've had come in from eBay and other stores. I do have a few more items that are still on the way. Hopefully they're going to be arriving before the new year, and I'll have another video at some point for that stuff. So the first item I'm going to show is a network card for the Macintosh SE30. This is actually a very rare card. I ended up buying it from someone in Victoria, British Columbia, which is about 4.5 hours from where I live. You'll see the card itself, pretty decent condition. There is some signs of rust on the metal here, but in terms of all the actual electronic components, I'm not seeing any problem there. I have not tested this yet, and I'll show you why. This is the board from my SE30. I've removed it from the computer in order to redo the capacitors on the board, because this is a problem. When I got the SE30 in the big Mac lot that I purchased recently, I did notice that the internal hard drive works, but it wasn't actually booting off the hard drive, and I suspect it's because the capacitors have got to the point where they're completely shot, potentially the SCSI bus not working as a result. So I'm going to order in the capacitor sets for this board and some of my other Macs, and then I'm going to probably pay someone to do the work, because I don't trust myself with something as expensive as that. Another piece of hardware that I've picked up, this was from eBay. This is the Apple IIgs with the WAS limited edition, which means absolutely nothing. It's just a label on the case. This is in fairly good shape in terms of the working condition, although there is some signs of rust or corrosion on the inside of the case itself. Kind of see it on the metal here. I'm not too sure how visible that's going to be, but just a little bit you can see there. I don't see any problems on the board itself when I open it up, but the metal case, the rest of the case on the inside, it does look like I would want to either somehow clean that or just replace the case entirely. I don't really care about the inside of this machine as long as it works. That was all I was looking for. I'm not going to discuss too much about the other internals of this. There's really just a RAM upgrade anyway. I will say that I have ordered like a mass storage card from Reactive Micro, I believe. I'll have a little picture show up magically in the video or right around this point. This was on sale for $80 US, and placed the order for that yesterday. And when that comes in, I'll be able to test out the IIgs in more detail. And lastly, this is probably what got me the most excited about all of the parts I've had coming in. This is the SCSI to SD adapter board. It basically allows you to plug in a 50-pin SCSI, so for example the SGI I have here, or any of my Macintosh computers, and it's got a little SD card there. Gives you storage options when you don't have any quality SCSI drives, because they're all 20 or 30 years old and they're dead or dying. I ended up buying 3 of these cards, so I've still got 2 here. One of these is going to go into the SE30 when I finish the recapping. Another one I might just use possibly in an external case just to toy around with some of the other computers. Don't have any specific plans for this one. The third one, though, is already inside of my SGI Indy. I'm not going to go into the specifics right now. I will be doing a specific video on the SGI Indy. It will cover how to set up and deal with the SCSI to SD. I'm just waiting on some more parts. I do have 256 megabytes of RAM showing up, because right now it only has 64 megabytes. It is painfully slow. I also have the original 133 MHz R4600 CPU. I am looking to buy the R5000 CPU. So, assuming I can get these parts in the next 1 or 2 months, I will then do a more in-depth video on the SGI. Right now, I've just basically got the 6.5.22 installed, so on the specs that I've just mentioned, it is painfully slow, but I'm just toying around with it for now. Everything seems to be in working order in terms of having the OS installed on the SCSI 2 SD. Well, I can't think of anything else to mention, so until my next video, have a good day, or something. Thanks.